Okay, I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet. This is the post-installation setup for your ticketing system in OS Ticket. This is greatly dependent on your organization, of course, and the different permissions that you want to give to certain departments. Right now, we are in the admin section. So we're just going to go through all of the panels and get a good overview. Now, right now we are in the admin panel. You could see that by the fact that it says agent panel up here. If it says agent panel up here, you know you're in the admin panel. If it says admin panel up there, you know you're in the agent panel. First thing I'm going to show you is how to configure roles within your ticketing system. So we want to go to agents. And right now, the only agents we have, of course, is me. So let's look at what our roles are. We have all access, expanded access, limited access, view only. Now, all of these have specific privileges and permissions behind each of them. All access, self-explanatory, access to everything. Expanded access has the ability to do everything but delete. If we wanted to create our own role, if any of these didn't suffice, we would go to add new role, name our role, we'll call it Overlord. And we click over here and decide which permissions we want. Let's say we want to let the Overlord do everything. And then you click add role. Now if we go to departments, we can add a new department. This of course would be compartmentalizing, who handles what, of course. Right now we have two departments, maintenance and support. Let's see about adding a new department. At the top, we can choose a parent department, the department that oversees the activities of the new department that we just created. We could make the parent department support. And we could name this mini admins. No. Mini support. I'm butchering this. Mini support team. Okay, we scroll down. You don't need to edit all. We create the department. Just populate right there. We're going to assign people to this later after we make a couple of agents. And yeah, we did roles, departments. Let's look at teams. Now, teams are specifically if you want to choose specific agents from across different departments to work on a specific project. So, like we just did before, we're going to create new. We can call this team online banking. We don't have any agents right now. So once we create all of our agents and set up their permissions, they would show up in this drop-down menu. Right now, I am the only agent. So we're just going to create the team. Next, we're going to create some agents so that we'll have people to assign different tasks and permissions. You're going to go to create new agent, name him SpongeBob. SquarePants. I'm just going to give him a full email. bob@gmail.com. Something easy for us to remember. And we're going to have the username as Bob. Everything's good. I'm going to click create. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I was supposed to add SpongeBob to a specific department. So why not add him to the, oh no, that's annoying, the new department that we just made, and make SpongeBob the overlord. As being the overlord, he should have all the permissions. And I'm going to add SpongeBob to our oh wow, that's annoying, online banking team. Okay, that should let us through now. SpongeBob is now one of our agents. Now I'm going to create another agent, and you can guess what his name is. Patrick Star. Ooh. Star@gmail.com. Make the username Pat. We're going to put him in the support department. Make his role the bare minimum, the view only. And then we're going to create Patrick and create him. And go back to account. Before moving forward, you're going to want to set passwords for all of your agents. We don't need any password reset email because these people don't exist. So we're going to just make the password. And we're going to do the same for SpongeBob. All right, now we added those agents. Okay, now let's go over to the agent panel and create a user. for our ticketing system. Let's go to click the agent panel. Let's go to users now and click the add user button. I'm gonna name them Eugene. Oops. Crabs. Another fake email, money@gmail.com. Click add user. Last thing we're gonna do is configure SLAs. SLA stands for service level agreement. It's pretty much an agreement that you put on a specific department or team, essentially having them agree to the how long the turnaround time should be for specific tickets. So we're in the admin panel now. I'm gonna go to the manage section, then click SLA. Gonna create new SLA plan. The severity of the ticket is going to vary, depending on your ticketing system, but let's label them by tier. So starting with tier 1. Tier 1 is going to have a grace period of 1 hour, and it's going to be able to be accessed 24/7. Disable overdue alert notice. No, we don't want to do that because it's urgent, needs to get done immediately. So from there, let's add plan. Then let's go back. Let's create our tier 2. This one, we're going to give it a grace period of 4 hours with the 24/5 schedule. So can't access it on weekends. And finally, our tier 3. We're going to give this an 8-hour grace period. Absolutely, definitely lower stakes, not as urgent. And we're going to give it the regular work week schedule, Monday through Friday during business hours. So if the ticket is not done or the ticket time goes over 5 p.m., the time to complete the ticket won't expire until the next morning, the next business day. Going to add plan. Now the last thing we're going to do is create topics. Topics are when the end user is trying to categorize their ticket, their concern. Topics are essentially the subject area to where the ticket falls into. So let's click help topics. Right now we have our generic ones, general inquiries, report a problem, access issues, feedback. We're going to create another one. We're going to call this topic. I can't spell today. Critical outage. Okay. We're going to go back to help topics. And we're going to create 2 more. We'll call this one personal issue. I forgot to mention with the first one, you can assign a parent topic. So if you wanted to fall under personal issue, let's say feedback, be its parent topic. Let's go back to help topic section, and there's the topic that we just created. Let's make this one equipment requests, a general inquiry. I'm gonna end it off right there, but you get the gist of it. It's just different types of issues somebody may have on your site. We might create a help topic for password resets or account recoveries, or there's a certain page that's giving people an error that where they want to report. Maybe someone feels their personal information is being compromised. This is how you navigate OS ticket on the admin side and the agent side. In this lab, we created roles, we created departments, we created agents and assigned them to those roles and departments. We also discussed SLAs, and we discussed help topics, and we created a user. Well, we created two users, SpongeBob and Patrick. And we created a user, Mr. Krabs, Eugene Krabs. And that does it for this post installation setup. You know, all of this all of these preferences are dependent on you and your ticketing system, how you want things set up, of course.